Well, hi, I'm Bob again, Carney Jr. I'm on the Republican ballot for governor of Minnesota. I've just read Scott Jensen's book, Relationships Matter. And I think that's about a 10-year-old book. It's a very interesting book. You know, he's talking about his experiences as an MD. And I thought he's got a lot of very good ideas, and they're very perceptive ideas about the fact that the relationship between a physician and a patient really is being undermined by big pharma and by the bureaucratization of medicine, where doctors are less and less professionals and more tradesmen. You know, they've got to do this union deal that's being imposed by the financial regime that controls medicine. I thought it was a very perceptive book, a very interesting book.
Yep.
And I've ordered his new book, We've Been Played. I think it's the Triad of Tyranny. He's looking at big pharma, big tech, and big government. So, I want to take a look at what he's been thinking and saying and writing. And, a lot of it I really like, but, I've got a lot of concerns about what's going on in the Republican Party. I think it's been, taken over and dominated by Trump, which I think is very unfortunate. I'm beginning to think more and more that the real driving forces here are psychological reasons. There's a book called Escape from Freedom by Eric Fromm, psychiatrist, written in 1941, looking at the psychological factors that drove National Socialism and fascism. And, the underlying, subconscious forces, I think, are very powerful. And it's something we really have to come to grips with. And, and on this recent January 6th hearing, the thing that's really come across to me more than anything is there seems to be a wide perception, included by Bill Barr, that Trump was detached from reality. That's what it's Barr's phrase. And I really wonder why Democrats are very interested in all of the social challenges of people who are committing crimes, but when they go to Trump, all of that goes out the window, and he's just, there's no psychological force influencing Trump. Well, I think he's been under tremendous psychological pressure. I really think that we ought to consider whether there is some sort of a mental incapacity that needs to be factored into this. And the first impeachment in U.S. history was actually of a judge who his son said was insane. And the Senate convicted him, but they didn't convict him of high crimes and misdemeanors because a lot of senators believe a person who's insane cannot commit a crime. And so I really we got to think about what's driving the psychology of what's going on here a lot more than we really are considering it.
All right. Well, thanks for endorsing Scott's books.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. I'm looking forward to reading the second one. I'm concerned about some of the stuff he's saying. He uses the phrase Commander-in-Chief of Minnesota. Well, the governor is not the Commander-in-Chief of Minnesota. Yeah. So I'm concerned about a lot of what's going on right now, but trying to keep an open mind, and there's a lot that I like about him. Yeah.